Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hello, viewers. My name is Muhammad Atiq Anwar, and welcome to my channel. So this is another drive where the viewers make a request, and I drive there. And if I can walk, I will walk the distance that is required. So in today's drive, I'm covering quite a number of places, but they are very close to each other. So the main request is to show the Ostler School. Okay, so for those of you that know what I'm talking about, this was a school that was on a split side. The building still exists, so I have shown you one of them previously. It's the one on the crossroads between Gibbet Street and Queen's Road, looking across from Fazani, Medina, and it used to be known as, or it's still known as, the Queen's Road neighbourhood centre now. But in the olden days, up to the 1990s, it was part of, or one section of the Ostler School. So it was what we used to call senior school, where the years 9, 10 and 11 were. And then there was another section to it called the lower school, which was on a road called Battinson Road. Again, that is off Queen's Road, and it's about a quarter of a mile from there. And behind the road on Queen's Road, there was a primary school. So I've received requests for that as well. And incidentally, I used to go to that school. I have shown it previously, those two buildings, but there were so many requests. So because it's Ostler School, I have to, show that section as well. And as well as that, people remember the old Asda, so I have requests for that. And also next to the Ostler School, one of the subscribers used to live on that road called Dyson Street, I think, or Dyson Road. Okay, so hopefully I'll try and show all those things, but unfortunately the video may become a little longer, so please bear with me and please do watch all of it. And for those of you that have got memories of Halifax, I'm sure the roads will be familiar to you. So we're going to turn the camera around and set off from our usual place, which is the railway station. It's another nice day in Halifax. The temperature's quite nice. I think it's in the low 20s, but it feels hot even though the sun is not out. Okay, viewers, so we're going to make a right turn here, and that of course is Winding Road. On Winding Road, viewers. So I have been on this now so many times. Hopefully the buildings are familiar to you, but I'll repeat them just in case this is the first time. To the left is a car park, which is part of the shopping centre called Wool Shops. Ahead of us, where that white car is going, is Goal Lane. So we are approaching our bus station, which every time we pass shows more and more progress. Ahead of us, Broad Street Plaza. I'm on Broad Street now, viewers, and we need to go right through town and head towards King Cross, and then Hopwood Lane and go across. We could go the way that, sorry, there's a right turn later on called Helen Lane, but because one of the schools is on Gibbet Street and Queen's Road crossroads, it's better to go up Gibbet Street. So heading towards Cowgate, viewers. To our right would be is Pelham Lane. So I need to bear right. This is Bull Green. I'm heading towards King Cross Road. This is King Cross Road, so we go on it for a short while, and we need to do a right turn into this road that I've been on a few times, called Hopwood Lane. So we're cutting across once again, so we need to do right and then go straight ahead. I'm now on Boyne Street. Approaching Lister Lane. This also starts in town. And this is Hall Street, with its church on the left hand side, Ilham. And on the right hand side, former warehouses that are now used for various buildings. So we are on Gibbet Street now, and I will show you the first, well, we will see the senior building, but I want to start with Queen's Road Primary. Well, it doesn't exist anymore, but I want to show you the site because it has been requested. It's requested by Adrian Smith. So once again, you know, because there's so many things that we're covering, there were over 60 requests for these 3 or 4 things. So we've got the junior school, we've got the high school, we've got the old Asda and Dyson Road. So I have decided to do it all in one go. So let's see how long it takes. But many people, I'll again try and mention the first 20. So, you know, the rest of you know who you are, guys. So apologies. So Abdul Rauf was the first one to write in. So you used to be at the school in the late 70s. So that makes you the same age as me. Muhammad Shafiq, again, you went to school in the 80s. Michael Smith, you were there when it closed, which I think was in the 90s. Angela Pickles, you were there in 1976. Okay, so Again, someone a little bit older than me. Dawn Smiley, you were there in the 80s. So we are, sorry, if I say I won't do one thing, then I can't do the other, which is, of course, the, sites on Gibbet Street. So we've passed Madani Masjid and heading towards our first destination, which is the primary school. So I won't spend an awful long time at the primary school because it doesn't exist. So Nazia Parveen, you were here in the 80s. Parveen, Dennis, oh gosh, Dennis must be in his 80s perhaps. Dennis Farrow, you were here in the 60s. Adrian Smith, again, you were here in the 80s. Paul Metcalf. So I think I will stop there, guys, because we're approaching Queen's Road. So we're approaching Queen's Road, and the building that you will see on the right of that is the senior school. So we're just approaching Fezane Medina. We are going to cross Queen's Road, go on to the next street, which is Arundel Street, and at the end of that street was the Queen's Road Primary School. So I'll carry on with the list. Felicity Craven, you were here in the 80s. Tracy Pitts, you were here in the 90s. Stuart Pittman, again in the 70s. So a lot of people in late 60s and 70s writing in. So thank you for writing in. Anthony Higgins, you were here in the 80s. Munir Raja, you were here in the 70s. Shahid Raja, you were also here in the 70s. Akil Shah, you were here in the 90s. Munira Begum, you were in the 80s. So I've just crossed Queen's Road. We're on to the other side of Gibbet Street, and I need to do a right here. Viewers, if I could get in, there's so many roadworks. No, I can't get in, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of a detour and show you it from the other side. So I didn't anticipate the closure, but that of course gives you a chance to look at some of the other housing around the area. So no doubt these houses were lived in by former pupils who went to Queen's Road and Ostler. So let's say I went to Queen's Road as well. So I'm going to do, I'm a little bit further along the Queen's Road here, and we need to do a left and a left again, and we will be onto Arundel Street. Okay, so it was blocked off. So I did not anticipate that. The building on the left is the former Lloyd's Bank. Now it's a shop and various businesses. So the building to the left is Ostler. Okay, I will show it in more detail because it's quite a grand building really. So I need to do a left here to the top, and that is Arundel Street, and I'll show you the site of the school. Okay, this is another traditional road with cobbles, so I hope the sheikhs aren't ruining your enjoyment too much. So what you see ahead of us is where the school used to be, that is Queen's Road. Okay, so I'll just turn the camera off and turn round. So I'm just outside of the car, viewers. That's the way we should have come, but we came this way, and I've now turned the car around. And Queen's Road School used to be all of this area. So where you see those houses in the background used to be some playing fields, and the entrance was around here, and that was our Queen's Road School. So just looking opposite, this is the rear of what used to be the Ostler School, and as I say, now it is a community centre. So we're going to go into the car and show you a front view, because it really is a splendid building. Okay, so once again, Gibbet Street over there and Queen's Road over there, and that's where we will go. We will do left and then head towards what was the junior part of Ostler. So this is a side entrance to the centre, viewers. So as I say, it's been turned into a community centre now with various activities such as gym. Okay, so that's the car park. The front entrance is over there, so we'll approach it from Queen's Road. So I'm just at the front of the building, viewers, and show you the view of this beautiful school. And as you can see over there, that's the Lloyds Bank. Over there is Fazana Medina. Okay, so we're going to come down that road and go along Queen's Road and then turn up Batterston Road. I'm back in the car now, viewers. So we're going to go on to Queen's Road and head towards Batterston Road, where the the junior school. It is a junior school now, but when it used to be called Ostler, that was the junior section of it, if you understand. So junior schools are from the age of 3 if they have a nursery, up to the age of 11, and of course high schools are from the age of 11 and 16, possibly 18. Okay, so we are on Queen's Road, and right at the end, of course, is Pelham Lane. So what used to be Ostler is now called Mount Pelham. So as I said, the building, which is a wonderful building, still exists, and it is known as Mount Pelham Junior School. So what I'm actually going to do is to go right inside on one of the sides, and that's where Asda used to be, and that was one of the requests that has been made. So just going back to my list, I think I was on Munira Raja. Munira Raja. The next one is Akil Shah. You were here in the 80s. Just had 2 drops of rain. Okay, this is Batterston Road, viewers, and the school, and where Asda used to be is near the top. Munira Begum, you were here in the 80s. Shakila Begum, you were here in the 90s. And finally, Timothy Craven, you were here in the 90s. Okay, so we are approaching the Mount Pelham Primary School, or first of all, it is Blackwood Road on that side and Dyson on the other side. And then this is where Asda used to be. That is now apartments and houses. It's now known as Queensway. So I'll just stop here and show you the views, the viewers. So this is where the original Asda used to be, for those that requested it. And as you can see, the whole of the site is now this really nice housing estate. And behind, I don't know if I can get a picture of it, that is Mount Pelin and of course Ostler School. So we'll get back into the car and go closer or film from the outside to show you Ostler School and what is now Mount Pelin. So I have come to the end of Queensway to show you the road, and to the left hopefully you can see the primary school as it is now and Ostler School as it was back in our time. I guess we need to get back on Battinson Road and then show you Dyson Road, which has been requested. So again, we're not told, sorry, I've forgotten the name of the person. I think it was Adrian. What number you lived at. So I'm just going to park here now, viewers. So I'm outside of the car now, viewers. So as you can see, there is a sign for Mount Pelin Primary Academy. So this is now a primary school, and in our time it used to be called Ostler, and all those people that have requested it, it hasn't changed at all. But I do remember more grass in this area, so unfortunately it's been tarmacked. But this is the main entrance, and obviously there are some side entrances over there, and I think that's where Dyson Road is as well. So this is Battinson Road. I've parked in that street there, so I'm going to come out and go onto there, and we'll finish the video there. So I'll give you one more view of Mount Pelin Primary, or Ostler as we used to know it. So I'm back on the main road, viewers. So firstly I'll show you the sides of Ostler. So Dyson Road is further down. So this is called Blackwood Grove, and I'll just park further up and show you the side entrance of Ostler, or Mount Pelin as it is. So as you can see, obviously it was built as a secondary school, and it is very, very large. So I'm outside of the school on this side road, viewers, and as you can see, the school extends right back to there and then over on here. So I remember this grassed area being much bigger, and the front of it was over there where I have been. So for all you people that used to go to this school, it is still as you remember it. And these are the houses opposite the school. and we're going to go back onto Pattinson Road and go down and show. Sorry, I think it was Adrian Smiley who asked me to show Dyson Road, and that is the next street down. Okay, so I'll go back into the car now. So I'm back in the car, viewers. Ahead of us, Pattinson Road. We need to do a left, and that is our final destination. So I should really write these things down. I'm sorry if I've got the name wrong. I think it's Adrian Smiley. So we're just coming out of a street called Blackwood Grove, for the people that know the area. So I think this is Dyson Road. Yes, it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop in the middle, and there are some nice views over this wall as well, with the allotments. So Dyson Road is all these houses on the left hand side. So because the video is getting a little bit longer, I shall just take a few shots, but you can see it on the left. In fact, what I'll do is I'll go to the end and come back, and then perhaps Adrian, you will be reminded of the area. So I don't know the area, I just found it and discovered that it was very close to Mount Pelon, and decided to do all 3-4 of the sites in one go. So I do hope the viewers don't mind it being so long. So I'm going to turn around from here. So at the bottom, of course, is Helen Lane. So I'm going to stop in the middle and show you the street, Adrian, because you've not told me the number once again. All you said was it's opposite some allotments. Okay, so which doesn't give me a lot of guidance, but I shall stop in the middle and film what I see. Okay, and we will end the video there, viewers. So I've come out of the car, viewers. So Dyson Road is quite a lengthy road. So as you can see, it goes from there right through the other side. Okay, so there must be about, well, I would say over 100 houses here. So if you take this and the next street as well, you know, that's a lot of population, and that's why it was such a big school. So as I say, over the wall we have this wonderful view. So this is what is known as allotments, where you hire a small piece of land and grow fruit trees and vegetables to your heart's content. I also have one of these, which, you know, is the sort of another topic really. So for those of you that watch my channel, the other areas obviously are education and the cooking, and gardening is my other passion. So that is the end of today's video, viewers. So I do hope the people that have asked for these four things are content and happy. And I'll just walk a little bit further down here and show you that basically we've come from that direction. That is where I live. Buttinson Road at the end, down to Queen's Road, and then towards our area. Okay, so once again, the hills that you see over there is Queensbury. Okay, viewers, I do hope you've enjoyed today's outing. I say thank you for watching. I say please keep watching. Please get friends to watch, colleagues to watch, family to watch. I always make the plea because the subscribers rate is not moving as fast as I would desire. It's a very, very slow. And also the watch time. Please watch fully. Please tell your friends to watch. So I say, look after yourselves, look after others. Until the next time, I bid you farewell. Goodbye. अपना ख्याल रखना, दूसरों का ख्याल रखना, दुआओं में याद रखना. ज़िंदगी हुई तो फिर अगले व्लॉग में मिलेंगे. अल्लाह हाफिज़.